Welcome to Dayla's class, brought to you by Alondra, Sofia, and Carmen.
Imagine you are visiting a rock quarry. This is where you excavate huge rocks needed to build your pyramids or modern-day building. Today, we have big cars that are able to transport these rocks to our construction site. But think about centuries ago. How must that have been? How do you think Egyptian and Mesoamerican people were able to transport these rocks to make their pyramids? How strong do you think you need to be to carry them by hand? Keep in mind that these rocks were very big and very heavy. You can even say that they weighed more than an elephant. Today, we're going to put our thinking caps on and we're going to be designing a transportation system that will get rocks from one place to another. For today's activity, I will be using straws, mints, popsicle sticks, and index cards. But don't feel like you are limited to these items. You may use anything that you have at home, such as small boxes, bottles, milk carton, anything that you wish. Remember, the materials that you use will depend on your design and your creativity. I began my design by adding wheels and axles. Wheels and axles are a very simple machine that make it easy to move things by rolling them and by reducing friction. Examples of things that have a wheel and axle include cars, bikes, shopping carts, and roller skates. I also decided to add a fifth wheel to my design because it will help support and distribute the weight that I will be putting on top of my car. For my platform, I will be using an index card. Another thing you can add to your design is a lever. A lever makes lifting weight easier by using a fulcrum to redirect force over a longer distance. Once my design is complete, I can start building. I start with my wheels and my axle. I start by putting 2 mints in each straw. These will be my wheels. To make sure my wheels will move, I'm going to put a popsicle stick on the outside part. I use a hot glue gun, but you may also use regular glue or even tape. Next, I take my index card. I will measure what I would need and cut off the rest. I then add glue to the ends of my card and add it to my straw so it can stick and not move. To finish off this side of my card, I only need to add one more popsicle stick on the outside part of my candies. Then I go ahead and cut off the extra straw that I don't need anymore. To attach my last wheel, I'm gonna add a small piece of straw into my candy and then just add 2 more popsicle sticks and stick that onto my piece of straw. Once your design is complete, it's time to test it out. My car was able to go a pretty far distance. That I am proud of. However, there's one small issue. If I just wanted to carry big rocks with my vehicle, I would be fine because the weight of the rock would help it stay in place. But if I wanted to carry smaller rocks, my design would not work because I would be missing support from all the sides to keep my rocks inside. If you feel like you need to go back to the drawing board, don't worry, it's all part of the engineering design process. The first step is to understand the need. Gather information and research what others have done. What is the problem? What do I want to do? What are the project requirements? What are the limitations? And who is the customer and what is the goal? Step 2 is to brainstorm and design. Imagine and brainstorm ideas. Be creative. Investigate existing technologies and methods to use. Explore, compare, and analyze many possible solutions. Select the most promising ideas. Step 3 is to plan. Draw a diagram of your idea. How will it work? What materials and tools are needed? How will you test it to make sure it works? Step 4 is to create. Assign team tasks. Build a prototype. Does it work? Talk about what works and what doesn't, and what could be better. The last step is to improve. Talk about how you could improve your end product. Make revisions, draw new designs, make your product the best it can be. You might have to go back and do some of these steps again, but it's okay. As long as your end product works and it meets its goal and you are happy with it, that's all that matters. Now that I have shown you my design, it's your turn to come up with your own design. If you have any questions, make sure to leave a comment down below. Thank you for joining me today.